Hello everybody, it's me George here for another video. So this video I wanted to talk about Galaxy Note 7 and the problem it's having, and about YouTube comments. So let's talk about the Samsung Galaxy Note 7. Samsung decided to do a recall because of the battery. They believe we're talking a tiny percentage. They were saying there were like 35 reports of problems with the battery that may cause serious damage, and one of them blew up. But I see it as more as hype more than anything, and Samsung's giving people a $25 gift card for for just being nice. They just want to make up and say, hey, look, we're sorry, we screwed up. We don't know what to do. Now, they're saying the AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, and Sprint have suspended sales, which is correct. I work for Verizon, and I can confirm that. As of yesterday, or should I say Friday? Yeah, Friday, they decided later on in the day to suspend it. The actual phone itself, but they weren't sure exactly for how long it's going to be. So people are asking, do you know how long? Folks, there's no way. There's no way. We won't know until later. So it also says here, meanwhile, Sprint is offering up to a similar device for customers to use during the recall process. I wouldn't do that, Sprint, because right now you guys are having problems as it is with money. So anyhow, so this is a pretty good report that CNN wrote. Pretty fair, talking about Ko Dong-jin. This is really hard for someone like him in the company, because this was their big phone. This was supposed to be their best phone, which it is, and it's $850. So it's quite up there. But because of the actual Apple launch coming up, that's gonna make some really big hurt. But you never know, something might happen with Apple, and they will get screwed too. Also, if it happens, see what happens. It's going to be worse for them than it is for Samsung. So this was the one in Hong Kong, written by Jethro Mullen, which is a tech guy in the cell phone industry. I know of this guy. The KJ Kwan, I don't know him, but it's a good one. Now, CNET is also talking about it. They're saying Samsung recalls Galaxy Note 7 over battery flaw. Just after just 2 weeks of sales and 35 faulty phone batteries so far, Samsung issues a global recall to promise to replace every unit already sold, which is not a bad deal. This reporter, Carla Riley, was writing this report. Blah, 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 blah. I was trying to figure out. To me, this is fine. This part right here of what she wrote was okay, but when it came down here, other mobile recalls include Fitbit Force, Active Tracker, and NVIDIA Shield tablet, but a few have been as high as profile as Note 7. Rival Apple started down its own Armageddon crisis in 2010 when the iPhone 4 complaints losing signal turned due to the internal antenna when the phone was held in a certain way. That was like, I remember that when we were selling when they were selling the iPhone. At that time, it was still. Was I with US Cellular or Singular? I mean, with not Singular, Verizon. I think I was still with US Cellular at that time. Yeah, and they were saying you had to hold it this way, that way. Okay, fine, I know you're talking about the recall, but to be honest, this, yes, makes sense in a certain way, but to be honest, why go and talk about other mobile phones right now that they have faulty? I'd be concentrating on the Note 7 about, okay, what happened, what is the solution, what could be done later on, and why things like this happen. But to talk about other issues and nothing about Apple doing the recall. They gave away cases and bumpers to customers, but never recall. Fine, they never did. But this is not something to do with recalls. This is the first part of the sentence. Yeah, right here. That's fine, but the rest isn't. In the time is bad enough, counterpart research analyst Taron Pekat said Samsung has lost the critical window of opportunity where buyers consider upgrading from older models. In matters of weeks, it may took Apple upcoming iPhone 7 instead, he said. Really? And another thing, why talk to someone like him? Counterpoint research analyst. Why? Most of the time, these analysts, I remember they said that Samsung would never beat iPhone. This research analyst swore by it, and his reputation, this was like 3 years ago, was wrong. And I just don't like research analysts because they're not really right on it. There was one other thing. Yeah, right here. About the design flaw led to a problem in the stylus inserted in the wrong way. No, that wasn't the problem. The problem was that the stylus wasn't in correctly, that they may not have designed it right. That was the problem. See, she even got that wrong. Now, who is this reporter? Well, actually, her bio says she's a news writer who's the senior editor in Sydney, Australia. And when she's not breaking stories, she's a part-time Simpson guru, hair metal enthusiast, and blue cheese aficionado. Wow. She must be an expert in cell phones. Oh, God. This is something I've ranted before for years. A lot of people agree with me. There was one person, there's one girl in CNET. I forgot her name. She was god-awful doing writing reports. I couldn't stand it. And it wasn't awful writing. Claire's writing, the grammar and everything is great. Really good part on that. I don't have a problem with her on that. The part I have is she has no experience in the industry, and I would get a writer that has worked in the industry, worked with the industry, that knows their stuff, not a part-time Simpson guru or a hair metal enthusiast or a blue cheese aficionado. What does that have to do with technology or cell phones? Please stop hiring people like her. I'm not making fun of her. I'm just saying this company does that a lot. All right? CNN money, I haven't seen any people complain. Jethro Mullen, he's in tech, specifically in communications. He knows his stuff. I don't have a problem with him. But with her, with Claire Riley, yeah, I have a problem with her. Sorry, folks. I've been saying that rant to so many people for years, and anyways, Let's see. Let's talk about comments. I'm not going to talk about the whole YouTube, what going on right now, if it's fair or not, and some of these large YouTubers complaining. I mean, really, seriously. I can understand mostly for the smaller guys than I do with the bigger ones. The bigger ones I could care about. If you live on YouTube and that's your main source and you don't have anything else, get a life. All right? Doing YouTube only, just to let you know, YouTube is a fad. And if you notice, they're getting tighter and tighter because it's a business. And no more of this other stuff out there. People, complaining and all this, reported to YouTube and all that. It's going to change, and then YouTube is going to be gone. And then what are you going to do for a living? Anyways, I got a lot of comments, and I want to thank people out there that like to go out and do comments. Let me look here real quick. So I got a lot of comments in today. A lot of comments. So this Bill Williams, I don't know. This guy really... this is about the Crazy Tom Crawford video that I did not long ago. He must be, Bill Williams, he must be a fan of Tom Paris. And I feel bad for you, Bill. I don't know why you defend Tom Crawford. I should say Tom, I'll say it later in a while. I don't know why you defend him. The guy and his wife made a mistake, but they were dumb enough to sign paperwork, a contract, and not have a lawyer or a mortgage specialist or some kind of expert to go over the paperwork and say, does this work for us? And they would say, yes, it's fine. As long as you pay blah, 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 you should find. Or no, it's not. I recommend the other way. But we don't. Anywho, so he wrote here, this video is totally ignorant. Google the endowment mortgage swindle in the UK. You know nothing. How does it feel to be exposed? I gotta give a thumbs down for that. I can't believe. I know the movie. He's talking about the movie, The Mortgage Swindle, that Michael Sarkeesian wrote. That actually did. It might be some other articles, but I did look it up. There is no endowment mortgage swindle out there. The government was talking about using endowments in the wrong way to pay off certain other products, but not about mortgages. And I continue on myself. I respond back. Maybe you didn't watch the video. Tom's wife stopped the endowment in 1992. This was in the court paperwork in May of 2015. If they didn't stop the endowment, they would have paid off the house. You need to do your homework before making a comment. This is a fact. They stopped the endowment, which is true. They did stop the endowment in 1992, and then in 99, the bank offered them a part capital, part interest. You know why? Because when they did their audit in 99, because they didn't do it for years, and they started doing audits, and they found out, oh, they stopped paying their endowment. Maybe we should do something to help them so we don't have to go through this crisis and they have a chance to own their house. Did they take the offer? No. Anyways, let's move on. Then Bill says, all endowment mortgages were canceled by the lender on the direct instructions of the Bank of England. That's it. Do the research. Okay, I looked this up. It states nowhere that the Bank of England told the mortgage lenders or the banks that it has to be canceled. All right? And I wrote, this is what I said. Wrong again. Did the research, and there is nowhere that states all endowment mortgages have to be canceled by the lender, a direct order from the Bank of England. How about citation? Where did you get this info? And then I said, and the Crawford stopped the endowment policy in 1992. And you're still wrong. And then we continue, and then Brian it gives a link. It says, para 3 and 4, see reference at the bottom. So I look here. Which is right here. And it states nowhere in here, you can see for yourself, it states nowhere in here about that at all. All right? And I don't understand that. And then Fred came along, this other guy, Fred Morrison, and he said, this video is totally correct. And well done, GB, for posting that. And I was like, yeah. And then Fred said, this is probably the best vid on Crawford case. It is an analyst of a judgment of the court. I know which one he's talking about. There's this guy I know that did the video where he showed the whole judgment case, the Godsmart judgment case. That is a good video. Then Bill responded back. He says, no, it's totally not correct. The English courts have repeatedly said that as much as about the endowment mortgages sold between 1990 and 2002. See reference above and start to research it fully yourself. Well, I did, and it doesn't say that. Then Fred Moore said, bullshit. Bill Williams said, thanks, Fred. And I don't think he meant me. He meant you. Why did you say thanks, Fred? I don't understand it. Anyways, I say thanks, Fred. There's a lot of people that fall for these type of scams. It's good to see some other people who know what's going on. And then I say, the citation does not state what you said. This is me saying it. They talk about mortgages, not endowments. You need to read more. And Fred is right about the Crawford issue. They did not pay the mortgage. And then I said again to Bill, the Crawfords got their mortgage in 1988. By your logic, the Crawfords are screwed. Bill said, "Not if Tom gets to the to the court." Fred says, "Well, if you're concerned, contact him. Pay for the court yourself. Don't bother us with the BS." And then Bill says, "It's a public forum." Fred, that's not proper English. Is that English? I don't know. Opposing views, don't worry. Oh wait, opposing views, don't worry. You surely. No, is this a robot, or is this really a person writing? This is not a complete sentence. This is not a complete sentence. Anyways, Fred then said, "There is no problem asking questions, but the facts are out there, which is how which is now why Tom Crawford TC is now called fraud. Regards." I should start saying it. Then Fred Morris says again, "It is not just me. There is a forum on Facebook dedicated to exposing Tom fraud. And then I say, hey, what's the Facebook page? It says the lies of the Crawfords, and gave me a link. I said, thanks. And it wasn't that bad, you know. There are a few other people who wrote something here. Paris Elf said, Joe, this is for the response to the Joe Collins video that I did. Ferris said, Joe and myself had a little argument, made me arguing too strong of words, but he posted a video on partitioning, and if you look at it, he's trying to get the point across. His partitioning is complete mess to prove a point. George, I admire your patience, and I lost the rag to be honest. Anyways, Joe isn't talking to me after that one. P.S. I only use Arch, have done for years. Nice video. See, that is a good compliment, and that is someone. And I thought I was taking crazy pills, thinking that Joe doesn't know what he's talking about most half the time. He's a good guy, but still, really. And this guy did pretty good. And he said about the partitioning, and if you look at it, he's trying to point across. Hold on here. Do you remember the title? Video. There we go. Paul Gibson from the Crazy Tom Fraud video. Paul says the video link below shows how some people wanted to help, and it also provides a good timeline of the whole case. The problem is people like Tom are not up to the debate and more likely block you than talk, which is correct. And yeah, this guy, I know this one. I know this guy. Anyways, let's see, and that's it so far recently with some of these comments. But I like long comments like that. You know, it's just awesome. You know, you just continue on. Here's another set. Fred wrote, and then Bill, and then Fred, Bill, and then me, and it goes back and forth, and Nige Turner also we talked about this. I like comments. I like YouTube comments. If you're interested, talk about it. Comment. I will never delete your videos. I will never delete the comments. You know, it's your comments. You get to say what you want. You know, the videos, I would never delete them. There's no reason. Your comments are on there. Why should I, you know, remove them? For what? Nothing. So, please, if you like the video, leave comments. Give it a thumbs up. I don't know why sometimes I'll see a video where I have a lot of volume of views and comments, but no thumbs up and down. Please leave a thumbs up and down. Please. So, like I said, I'm fair. I sometimes they're held for review. Sometimes I'll see that, and then I have to take a look at them. And then release them. I always do. I never hold back. I never do. Other than that, you know, please subscribe. You know, I'm getting there. I have 15 subscribers. Wow, it's gone up a little. And there's Midfinger. He subscribed to me. He was my first subscriber. Big fan of his, and he subscribed to me. and we started talking back and forth. It was nice of him. Thank you, Dan. God bless your heart. He's passed away. For those who don't know, his name is Dan. I forgot his last name. He died about 2 months ago. His son went on his YouTube channel and let people know. And I was a big fan. He's a big Linux guy, especially with Arch. He knows his stuff, and I always enjoyed his videos. So I just really like to thank him. I've had my YouTube channel for years, and I never used it to do videos until not long ago, a year ago. So, but last couple of days, I got several other people subscribing. Thank you. Appreciate it. I really do. IAIM videography. It's a guy I know here in the Chicago area that does these awesome videos. He calls them the relaxing videos. And it does, actually. He's pretty good. He has over 613 subscribers. Midfinger, he has the most, over 3K. I would have expected more than that, but he's good. So, 15 subscribers. I'll be surprised if I get to 100. I'd be totally stoked if I got up to 100 subscribers. And I hope I could get even more views, comments. Other than that, go ahead, leave comments. Be nice. Don't be a dick. Don't be a douchebag. You want to say something, fine. You want to rip on someone, that's one thing. But I'm not going to sit there and act like a referee, all right? And also, I hate feminism. I really do. Milo Yiannopoulos was right. Feminism is cancer. And I was there at DePaul University in May. And I was pissed that we got that Black Lives Matter group that ruined it. But at the end, he made them look dumber than they've ever been before. And guess what happened to DePaul University? They started losing students and endowments. I wonder why. Now it's rated one of the worst schools to go to right now. Anyways, that's all I have for this video. Let me know what you think about the Note 7. And let me just say this, folks, wasn't trying to make fun of the one reporter and the other one I had good praises. It's just there are people writing stuff that they don't know what they're talking about, never been in the industry. That's why I like talking about cell phones. So I'm going to talk more of it. And about comments, so please leave comments. Be good. I don't want to ref. I will never delete your comments. My videos will never be deleted. And I hope I can get more subscribers and more views. So, let's see, how many total views? I don't remember how many total views I got, but I know it's like around 1,200. I haven't gotten that much, so that's good to see. 16. I'm getting there. So that's all I have for now, folks. Take care, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.